What's up, guys? It's your boy David C back with another video. Guys, today what I'm doing is I'm finishing up what I started a couple of days ago with the C10. So I did a few new upgrades on it. I put in a new wiring harness, a complete harness that I took out from the C10. The old one was having issues. It was having wiring problems. It was cutting out on me. My cylinder 7 kept on missing and stuff like that, so I ended up taking that one out, and I got a new wiring harness for it, which I already installed. I wired it all up, and now it's starting right up and everything's running as it should. So a few more things that I ended up doing to this C10 was putting in a charger for your phone. You connect the USB to your charger. I put some new LED underglow lights, but they're not underglows, they're inside of the cab, so you can see that it glows red inside of there. I'll show you guys in a minute. So I just been trying to get this thing ready so that way I can finally drive it on the street. Yeah, I know it sounds like a broken record. I keep saying that over and over, but I keep having obstacle after obstacle in my way, but I'm finalizing it. I'm trying to get it to where I can finally, like I said, drive it around and take it for a test drive and hopefully get some footage of that. But for now, guys, I'm waiting for Renato the tuner to come, and he's gonna tune it again. Stay tuned for that. When he gets here, I'm gonna go ahead and get that as well. So for now, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the install of the harness that I made, and as well as the LED lights that I installed in there. Let's get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in the truck. If any of y'all knows, I broke this panel that goes to my seat. These are Trailblazer SS seats. If anybody knows where I can get one at, or if anybody has one that they want to get rid of, hit me up, let me know. If not, I'll still be on the lookout. I don't know, I might check eBay or something. But anyways, guys, so here's my new OBD2 port. It's long enough to put wherever I want. I haven't mounted that yet, but pretty much I got everything wired in brand new. And I have a new fuse box for the injectors. It's all loomed up pretty nice. I got it all wired in underneath. So now it starts right up as soon as you hit the key. Before I was having issues with the startup because it was running, and that's on my last videos, if you remember, it was missing and it was acting up. So now it feels like it's doing a whole lot better. So I'm just gonna wait, like I said, for Renato the tuner to get here so he can do his thing. Here's a little bit of the list that I had. I already marked most of the stuff off that I needed to do. I only got a couple more things to do, but those don't have anything to do with it getting tuned. As you can tell, this thing's been sitting here. Got some dust on there, and I'm pretty tired of watching it just sit here myself. So hopefully today will be the day that we go ahead and get this thing for a test drive and see what we got. Alright guys, so like I was telling y'all about the charging port that I installed and the underglow lights. Turn that on. Here's the charging port that I put in. Looks pretty good, matches everything else. I got the USB port, and I just hook it up to the USB on the charger, and that activates the lights at the bottom. Looks pretty cool. Close the door. Now it looks pretty cool. Renato the tuner came through. Let's get it. Like I said, guys, we are changed the injectors. We got some new wiring harness. It has a, what else? A new map sensor. I mean, you name it. I probably already replaced it, so everything should be good. We'll see what the computer says. Make sure everything's running. Let's go. Alright guys, so after checking the truck out, there seemed to be some kind of vacuum leak that was making the idle act up on this truck. When you first turn it on, it started off good, but then after a few seconds it started tripping out and the O2 sensors were not reading like they were supposed to. So then I started looking around. I grabbed a can of parts cleaner and I sprayed it around all the areas that I thought would probably have a vacuum leak. So it ended up being the throttle body gasket that got pinched. I ended up buying a different one and I don't think it was meant for that, so I believe that's probably what happened. But I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I was talking about with the gasket. That way you can see the way it got pinched and where it was leaking at. So here's the throttle body that I took off. If you don't know what a throttle body is, it's this piece right here, and it goes mounted to the front of your intake, and that's what controls your throttle when you push on the gas. So anyways guys, the issue that I was having was that this gasket got pinched, and I don't know if you can see that right there, it's pinched. The vacuum leak was actually right here in this area. As you can tell, it's a little darker. That's where the vacuum leak was, and that's exactly where this seal that was pinched off was sitting. You know, something like this. It got pinched in the process of tightening up the throttle body, and that was the main reason why the truck was acting up. So since that one's not the right one, I went ahead and ordered, it's actually a throttle body adapter, but it has the O-ring that I need that's supposed to go in the intake. So this is a throttle body adapter. If you can see the O-ring that's in there. I bought this piece just to get the O-ring out of there, because I need to put it inside of here. The O-ring goes inside of there, so that's going to be the seal that's going to make this truck act right. So let's go ahead and make that happen, guys. Alright guys, so I pulled out the O-ring from the adapter. We're gonna set that there, and we're gonna install the O-ring on the actual intake. See if I can do it with one hand. So I got the O-ring inside of there. Hopefully that'll seal it up and it won't give me no more issues. Let's see what happens, guys. So I went ahead and tightened it up. I have to use both hands, but it's ready to go. Now I just gotta hook up my throttle cable, put my cold air intake back on, and connect my mass flow air sensor, and then I can start it up and we can check out what it does. Let's go. So now guys, I gotta put the cold air intake back on the throttle body, and we're gonna start her up and see what she does. Let's go. Alright guys, I got everything back on. I got the cold air intake back on. I got the throttle body back on. The throttle cable. I also had the brake booster undone, which I put back. And now, I gotta connect this sensor back up. Alright, so I hooked up that sensor now. Everything looks to be good. Now what we gotta do is turn it on and see what happens. Cross your fingers, guys. Hopefully this is the last thing that I need to do. Let's go. Look like she's idling steady. It would have started acting up by now. I'm hoping that this was it. She's alive, guys. I finally got a few things that was wrong with her fixed up. The vacuum leak's been fixed. I just took her for a spin around the block. We're gonna go for another test drive. See what happens, guys.